talking to myself there. What's up, Blue? What's up, Dennis? Um, yeah, so gotta go through that whole process again. So anyway, I was thinking yesterday. I was sitting here looking at, looking at the painting and stuff, just trying to take it in and see what I had to work on today. And I was thinking of you doing that shadow. We were just talking about doing that shadow in black candy behind Bugs over here. And then I was like, but that's gonna make this side look kind of empty. So then I was like, maybe I should put like the front or the back end of like a lowrider car, over here, so it looks like Bugs just admiring his own work and his shadow is kind of being cast from the shine of the car. That's kind of what I was thinking. Not on stream. I'll probably add that, on my own or whatever. I'll probably do that shadow and stuff today, but I'll do that vehicle. Maybe we'll come back and do it on a different stream. I don't know. But we'll get the lettering done and we'll get Bugs done today. What's up, Derek Coleman? How's it going? Just on break, eating some air fried lemon pepper chipotle wings. Dang, son. Getting down. Dennis. Over on YouTube. So yeah, I feel like I gotta mention this too, because if you're watching this on Facebook, it might seem awkward. But yeah, the stream is live on both YouTube and Facebook at the same time. So, if it doesn't make sense to you for a second, that's probably why. So I'm gonna start by masking off these teeth here, and then I'm gonna mask off. I don't even think we need a mask off over here, but I'm probably gonna mask off the orange of the brush over here, just so that we don't get no funny business right up in there. And I'm masking off these teeth so that we don't get no overspray on here. And we can get this white in there without any issues. So Facebook's users go to YouTube and sub and join the chat. Yeah, pretty much. So yeah, I'm gonna cover this areas here because I'm gonna focus in on this white of his beard, I guess. I don't know what his Bugs have. What do you call Bugs' chin hair? Is it a beard? Do we call it a beard? I don't know. So yeah, I'm just gonna cover up this, and then we'll be able to just focus in on the white. Get that white covered in. Just keeping those spots I need open and covering everything else. Let's cover up underneath his let's cover up his neck basically. I don't think we need a mask anything over here. We already kind of got it in yesterday. We had the gun and the shading in there. We just need to kind of finish off the fingers. So I'm just gonna remix this real quick. Paper towels. What did I do with the paper towels yesterday? So yesterday it decided to like torrential downpour down here. So I had to like move everything out of the way so we could get the vehicles in here. Because it looked like it was about to start like hailing like like golf ball size hail or something. Yesterday it was crazy. The rain was wild. So we had to come in here, rush, move everything out of the way. Yeah, it's crazy how fast it came in here. We were under all kinds of like severe weather warnings and stuff. Wild, just wild stuff yesterday. Just gonna add a little reducer to this. Gonna reshake it. Whoa, the background. What did I miss? Oh, so the background has been there the whole time. Yesterday when we started, the background was there the whole time. I just we had it covered, right? Today I took off the paper backing off the plastic mask. So the stencil I've been using is actually a hard plastic, kind of like the ones you order off the website. And then, yeah, I just had it with the paper backing on it so you can't see the background. Today I took that paper backing off. See, it's basically like this, right? So like this is one of the stencils, but I can show you. I just put this down. So this paper backing here, it's not really attached. It's just like on there. It's not. You could just peel it off. So. Yeah, and so if I zoom you out, you can get the whole thing here. Right, this is just the character at the bottom. Like I said, we're going to put a shadow over here. I'm going to add a vehicle over on this side, like a front end of a lowrider or something, like with the wheel or something. And then we're going to do the lettering here today. So we'll finish this, we'll do the shadow and the lettering, and then I'm going to probably on my own time, I'll do the lowrider here. So yeah. So anyway. Let's get this focused in on that there. I decided to start practicing on old shoes and shirt and hats just for fun. Glad you're home and family's okay. Cause ask about the cars and Bugs did it. Yeah, so it says Bugs did that because yeah, no, that's kind of the way I found out about Bugs. I didn't know he did the classes and stuff. I had no idea he was involved with Coast Airbrush and stuff. Cause he doesn't he doesn't promote that or nothing. I haven't seen him post anything about it, so kind of weird. If he did, I missed it. I don't know. So all I'm going to do is start just kind of shading in the fingers here. And I'm going to start off with gray, right, and then we're going to come back in with white and just kind of reinforce stuff. I might use a little bit of black just to add some hard shadows in. But for the most part, just this nice minty gray that we have mixed. We're just going to get nice and close. Just a little bit of freehand around it just to blend it in. Add a little shading on that last finger. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. Looks great. Thanks, Minnie. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at with this guy. Shouldn't take us too long to finish him up. do some lettering on his hat and shirt as well. So we'll see if we get to that. Alrighty. Now we can focus just on this piece. So I'm just going to go a little bit extra dark on this, and then I'm going to come back with some white. And we're going to tone it down. And I need to cover his little nose here. Cool. All right. Let me just do a little bit of black shading. Remix this. What's up, Air Todd? How's it going? Mr. Air Todd in the house? Cool. Let's get one little shade over here. What's up, Scatman? What's up, Break a Leg? No, we just got started again. Then we just need a little bit on this finger. There you go. Gonna share on Facebook to get others here. Yeah, thank you, Airtod. It's a slow process, so it starts becoming a little bit more, time consuming. Once you start really want to get some detail in there. I feel like I gotta zoom you guys in there. got my stencils yesterday. They came real quick. Thanks, Mike. Yeah, no problem. You got it. Thank you for ordering. Oh, that reminds me. If you order any stencils right now, make sure you use code YouTube. Just all lowercase YouTube. It gets you 15% off. Also, we've switched over to 6mm material on all the stencils, so they're like even more sturdy now. They're still flexible and nice, but like now it's going to be really hard to get a rip in it if you ever just, I don't know why you would try to like bend it like hardcore or anything, but you know, it won't just get a rip anymore, so. You're racing your drone today? Oh, nice, nice, nice. What type of flake are you using in your paint? So this is Did Spade Chrome Flake. I think that's what they call it. And yeah, it's like a mixture of two different ones, two different sizes. Which airbrush did you give Bugs? What do you mean? Which airbrush? Oh, like which one is this in his hand? Not any particular one. I just we painted him orange because somebody in the chat yesterday that it said they should be orange like a carrot. So that's what we went with. Oh, blue. So how did Jesse's geisha painting turn out? Was it pretty good? Obviously it turned out good. But you know what I mean. Looks like Kyrie T-Flow. What is that? Alright, and then I do want to get some details up here. So this is like I'm painting the gun with the PPS kind of cup, you know. I don't know why it looks so bright on there. I'm trying to tone it down for you guys, but it's just not that bright. It goes insane. But I'm trying to get the PPS cup to look kind of decent. It is kind of small, so it is what it is, but that doesn't mean we can't try. And try we shall. How amazing how small I can paint without spidering. Yeah. I mean, if you just get in close. I honestly should have the pressure down just a little bit. It is just a little bit of an issue there, Todd. Not that bad if I just move a little bit quicker. This Air Cobra gives me a lot of paint right away too, so just gotta be careful is all. Oh, see, now you said something, now I'm having issues. There you go. Extend that one. See that? That looks pretty good. That whole area looks good now. What's up, Joshua? Adam Wade, how's it going? Over on Facebook. I use magnifying goggles to paint my small stuff. Yeah. I need to get a monocle again. Put a color in it to match the finish in the ride you're gonna paint. Maybe I'll go back when I'm done with the ride. I don't know what color I'm gonna put or what. So yeah, maybe that's a maybe. Sounds like a good idea though. I like it. I like how you're thinking. All right, now let me just go back over here. Add a little bit of creases here. I should probably make this just a little bit right there, a little bit right here. Right up in there. One in there. Alright. Now I think I need some white, so we could actually kind of just neutralize a little bit of the shading, give it some highlights on some of this. And we'll be on our way. I'll load up the white in the Eclipse. I gotta move everything back into place. Yeah, it's so ridiculous, that weather yesterday. It went from 10% chance to rain to, oh my god, I hope you have shelter. That's Colorado weather for you, though. The weatherman is just guessing. That looks like a pinstriping brush Bugs is holding. Yeah. Yeah, so I put a little pinstriping brush in his hand. And then a spray gun on it. He has the other hand. Big automotive airbrush. A little bit of reducer, and I want my white to be super nice and white, so I'm just gonna make sure I rinse this out really good before I try to put any paint in here. Would you ever consider made-to-order stencils, or is that too much hassle, not enough profit? Yeah, I probably don't want to do that. It's just the stencils are already eating a lot of time, which I don't mind because they are like it's providing it's providing some good money. But custom stencils would just really start eating into my time, because then I'd start having to make designs and stuff that people would send over. So like sitting at the computer, like that's a lot of time, And yeah, I could see why his prices are steep. It's because he has to sit at the computer and design your stencil or whatever it is. It's not just like send an image and then we just put it in the machine and the machine knows what to do. We're lucky if that ever happens. A lot of times it takes a lot of refining and stuff of getting the design to work just right. So it is what it is, man. He jinxed you. Only job they get paid to, so maybe. Only job they get paid to say maybe. So yeah, I'm gonna just throw a little bit of white in here. And we're probably gonna use this for the lettering too, but I'm gonna start off with a really reduced white. So I'm not gonna put too much in here, just so we can start with that, and then I'll add white once we move on to the lettering. That way we can make it more, give it more of the opacity back. Yeah, man, it is what it is on the stencils. Like, I wish I could, and if I had more time, if there was more time in the day, I probably would be all for it. Just gonna turn this pressure down just a tad. Yeah, that's about right. Turn that pressure down, and then we can move in. Really just start using this white, and we're gonna start building it nice and slowly. That's probably a good shot right there, so you guys can see all of what's happening here. So I'm just going to go around and just kind of use that gray as a way of building up the white. The white kind of in the middle, right? It's going to give everything a nice kind of soft shadow all the way. So you always like do a shadow at, with your gray, and then you'll come back. Use your shadow to even reinforce your shadow when you're doing the highlight. I don't know how well the camera shows that. That doesn't show very well at all. The camera doesn't cap. Well, you can kind of see it. There's a shadow here on the edge. The camera sucks at that. I wonder if I turn off this light. Let me see. I hate that it looks so bright. It might be the flake too that's just making it bright. I don't know, that's a little bit better. I could keep it off. Still not right though, but well, what you gonna do, you know? What's up, William Klein? How's it going? Maybe or maybe not. It's good to be king. What? What? Exactly what I was trying not to do. Good, I'm doing good, man. Almost done with this panel. Oh, I can't believe I just said that. No, I'm not almost done with this panel, but we're getting progress made on this panel. That's the proper way to say that. What's up, Justice? How's it going? What's up, Chris? How's it going? Gomez, this here garbage pail kid, bro. That'd be dope. Yeah, maybe in the future I'll do one sometime. You could always commission one if you wanted. Commission a garbage pail kid panel. What's up, Todd Green? Thank you. Yeah, let's actually move the camera here. It's supposed to be over here somewhere. There you go. That looks pretty good. Yep. So, what do I want to do here? I think I want to do his nose. So we have to get a little bit of pink going. Right, we can get his nose in. And then we could move on and I'll do the shading on his teeth real quick to get his teeth in there. Unmask him and shade him. And then we can move on kind of to the final highlights on the clothes. I was thinking yesterday that maybe I should add some kind of like stitching at the bottom of the pants and around the pockets. You know, just so it looks like, you know, that little extra effect. So, yeah. What's up, Leticia? How's it going? What's up, Easy Airbrush? What's up, Chris? Christopher Garcia over on Facebook. How you doing? So I'm just gonna take a little bit of white. I don't even need but like a smidge. No, we're talking smidges. We're talking smidges, son. Smidge of red. Alright, so we got the nose masked off, the little tiny nose right there. So we'll get that painted in. And then we gotta select a color for the paintbrush tip. And yeah, the final highlights will probably do his clothes, so little highlights on his ears here. And then I think I'll leave that little extra detail on his shirt and his hat when I do the lowrider. We might have to come back on this one, you know, once we get farther along. Story of my life. The story of my life is that little pinhole is always clogged. Always. There has to be a better system. Get a little pink in there. Let that dry. Alright. trying to make sure it's super pink, as pink as it can be. Take this tape off. Good. Unmask the top of his face. And I believe I need to do a little bit of work on this eye over here on this side. But let's get his teeth shaded in. I can see he has two nice little teeth right there. So all I'm going to do is take a piece of tape, lay that in right there, come around with the blade, cut that right there to right there, perfect. Get that little piece out. Awesome. Take our little minty gray, the little mint. One little shadow right in the middle, and a little bit coming off right there. Not too much. Unmask that, and there we have his little teeth shaded off. It looks super bright on the camera, but I promise it's not that bright. I don't know why it looks that freaking bright. Anyway, it almost makes me feel like I should darken it. I'm just gonna go in with a little, just to give that hard edge. That's good. Now we can fix his eye. Just a little bit off. Do you clean the airbrush before every color? Yeah, I rinse it out between colors. Can't tell which one I love better, your Mickey or Bugs. Awesome work on them both. Yeah, the Mickey, I haven't even posted a finished view of the Mickey. I could probably show you guys right now if you guys want to see it, because it's all cleared up and everything now. And I went back and added some details. I decided against more planets, but I did do some more details over on Mickey and just the water and everything. Try to get everything just super nice. Oh, that's why it's not spraying. There's no black in there. Out of paint, you silly. Alright. How much PSI are you using for the small details? So I would assume I'm at about 15. I'm below 20 for sure. I'm really low right now. Low on the PSI. Pretty dope stuff, man. Who's getting the bugs? Bugs is getting the bugs. So yeah, I went through this whole shebang yesterday. So this panel is for I can't. What do I call him? He's not really an artist, but he is an artist, but he's not a typical artist. He's a pinstriper, and he's also known for doing like a lowrider type paint jobs and stuff. Um, Super talented guy named Efrain Bugs. They call him Bugs. But yeah, he's super talented. And if you don't know about him, you should probably go learn about him. And I've actually known about him for a long time, and I didn't know he was actually teaching the classes, which is kind of funny. The pinstripe classes and stuff. So again, I'm just taking a little bit of gray, just shading in those eyes in the back. Then we're going to come back in with some white. We're going to highlight the little things that we just did in the eyes. Really give it some nice cut. Just also going to make the eyes just kind of a little bit look like shiny, you know, like nice and wet. Go. Get his eyes in there nice and bright. Shine bright like a diamond. Some nice little final cuts. There you go. Pretty good. Let's see a little spot here in the ear. Wascally Wabbit, it's Wabbit season. Which is better, an airbrush from Amazon or from Spray Gunner? That really does not help at all. You can order nice airbrushes off of Amazon. I wouldn't recommend it though, because yeah, I would recommend you order an airbrush off of Spray Gunner just because of their nice quality of service and the way they ship and package stuff. Whereas Amazon, you could get an airbrush and it'll come in a bag, and you know, it's just, you know, they don't care if it works or not. But yeah, typically I would just recommend you order from Spray Gunner. So. I think that looks pretty good. I don't need to touch that at all. I just need to hit this edge with some black over here. It's like, save yourself the hassle and just order from Spray Gunner at this point. It's not that was a close one. There you go. Yeah, but I mean, you can order nice airbrushes off of Amazon, and that's what I was doing for a long time till I found the Spray Gunner magic, you know. Now, I would recommend Spray Gunner. Now that I've seen the difference firsthand, for sure, because getting messed up airbrushes from Amazon and then getting really nicely packaged airbrushes from Spray Gunner, and it's like, yep. Everybody assumes I get those airbrushes for free or something. It's like, nope, I still have to buy airbrushes. I still have to buy all my stuff. Have you done a test with the Badger Extreme Patriot? No, I'm waiting for them to be available. Badger has not said much of anything. I actually have to message Ken back because so the videos that we're doing over at Coast Airbrush for the videos I plan to make there, just the whole video log thing. I messaged Badger because he had messaged me about sending stuff for the giveaway and stuff, and I was like, oh man, well we already started, so it's a little too late, but maybe on the next one. So then I started, really just thinking a little bit, and it's like, yeah, I could have him be a sponsor for like the videos, the video log videos for us going to California and stuff. And yeah, he was like, I was like, yeah, if you send us some airbrushes and stuff, we'll bring you, we'll mention you as a sponsor in the video log videos, and he's all for it. Then I messaged Dave, and Dave says that they provide everything that we need at the rendezvous. So I don't even know if I'm gonna, if I take airbrushes and stuff, I'm probably not gonna have a chance to use them. So, and I'm honestly just gonna be so just overtaken with everybody there and talent and everything. I'm just gonna be trying to pay attention and learn as much as possible, so that when I come back, I can try to have some new little tricks up my sleeve, and yeah, all that good jazz. So I'm just gonna try to keep my head down, lay low. Hopefully everybody enjoys their painting. They remember who I am, and when I leave there, hopefully I'll leave with a little bit more knowledge than I have now. That's all I can say. Yeah. From the Merry Artist. I've never heard of the Merry Artist. Cool. Just a little white highlight here on the ears, just to kind of brighten up the gray here. Maybe just a little on his arms. What I'm gonna do is turn the pressure back up to where I had it. Just give it a little twistity twist, just so I can add a nice little highlight right up in the middle right there. It'll look nice and smooth. There you go. A little bit on the chest. Good. Between the eyes a little bit. Here off the back of the head. And just get that grade really just nice and smooth. Get the legs here. Cool. And then I think, yeah, I think I'm gonna do this quick little stitching on his pants, just along the bottom and on his pockets, just to give it a little bit of extra detail, just like jeans have little tiny little stitching. Oh jeez, there it went. A little bit of a fraying effect, on the bottom there, just so it's like, oh, he got his dad jean shorts on all the time. I have all the pictures I see of he'd be rocking those dad jean shorts. I don't know if he does in person, but I know in a lot of the pictures he always just seems to be rocking those. crease a little highlight. Alright, we put some crease in his pants. Just like that. There you go. Alright. Cool, so I think I could take all these magnets off now. Sketch you guys out actually. That looks pretty good. That looks pretty clean. Now all I want to do is take this same little cutout that we have here, and we're going to kind of give him a shadow kind of going over here to the back. Do is kind of hold that in place right there. Not too crazy, and then I'm going to lay back in the original cutout right over the bugs so we can keep him kind of protected. Falling asleep at work. Oh no. That kind of a day, huh? Just think if that had Luminor hooked up to it. Yeah, dude, exactly. Ooh, I'm so excited for the Luminor, not gonna lie. I'm super excited for Luminor. So I'm just going to take some tape and kind of cover up his little holes on his face and stuff. Cover up some of his hand here. Get this all covered, make sure I don't get no overspray over here in random areas. Just trying to get that 40-50 off will not be a good thing right now. So yeah. Get this all covered up. One more just for safety right there. We're all the way over here, but still, just to make sure it doesn't go everywhere. Hello, yes, too busy. Now slow. You gonna put some pinstriping on it? No, man, I'm not. I don't. I'm not good at pinstriping. Or I should. I don't even. I don't know. I haven't tried pinstriping in a long time, and I don't own a pinstriping brush and stuff, and I'm not about to do some mediocre work on something that I'm about to give somebody that I look up to. Yeah. Like, you know, I just don't want to be that guy. Look at what the shitty shit they made me. Alright, let me get the black candy real quick. Alright. Alright, let's put some black candy on here. And I'm going to just throw a little bit of reducer in with this. Just because I do want it to be able to like shade it off into the back there. I don't want it to just be all completely black. Alright, so I want to build it up, right? I want to start off with a nice light coat, and then we're going to kind of build it up from the feet going up. I'm just going to add some magnets so it stays down real quick. Nice, lightly, gonna start lightly laying it in because we did reduce it. And it is 40-50, so even with reduce it a little bit thick, but still, I don't want to super wet it or nothing like that. We're just really lightly just hitting that in. stencil there. A little wet. What you think about them taking Yosemite Sam's guns from what? Who? Who took Yosemite Sam's guns? No, they can't do that. That's not even right, bro. They're taking this whole thing too far. At what point is it just like the responsibility of the person, bro? Like, I'm not even that crazy of a gun person, you know. I believe people should have guns for sure. But I'm not like a super, like, I'm gonna carry my gun everywhere, you know. But digging into cartoon characters and stuff, it's like you're taking the fun out of everything. Why couldn't they just given him like different kind of guns? Pellet guns and stuff. I don't know. Why are they even messing with the cartoon character in the first place? What is the cartoon character gonna do to you? Like, it's just doesn't make any sense. Kid doesn't see it like that, right? A kid doesn't see it that way. A kid just sees it as it's like a fun, you know. And if you do have guns in your house, it's up to you to train your child and have them know and teach them that it's not a toy. You can't just like take everything away. It's so dumb. So dumb. It's like the whole Pepe Le Pew thing, man. It was just like, really? Really, bro? It's like I get it. I get what you're trying to say, but at the same time it's like, you know, I don't think a kid's gonna see it and take it that way. And it's up to you to teach your child, you know, how to treat women and how to be a responsible, you know, kid. Cartoon's not supposed to teach. You know, cartoon is there to entertain. It's not an educational program. You know. Pretty soon they're going to be coming after characters in Sesame Street, you know. Grouch promotes a bad image because it shows you could just be lazy and live on the street or something, you know. It's like, just stop, bro. Just stop while you're ahead. Like, I get what you're doing. Yes, it's nice. You know, we all want to live in a nicer world and stuff. But at the same time, it's like, when is it enough? When are you going to stop? You know. I think they're starting to just take it too far. Yosemite Sam, man, they crossed the line with Yosemite Sam. That's where I put my foot down. You can't take Yosemite Sam's guns away. So all I'm doing is building up the candy at the bottom. Oh, that's so weird on the camera. On the camera, it looks like white spots all over, but that's just the flake. That's the flake shining through. I'll show you guys when I unpeel it. That's crazy. Yeah, man, I don't know. I just, you know, when is it gonna stop? Everything's gonna be a problem, you know. And I feel like it's just a cop out to not taking responsibility to stuff that's in your life. You know, you really want to start lighting a fire under people's butt is anytime there's a shooting or something like that. Like, don't just go after the person, but like go after the people that were close to him. Like, nah, you knew he had a gun. You knew he was doing this crazy shit in his room. You knew he had that hatred in him. Why didn't you try to stop him, report him, do something? You know. I don't know. That way everybody has a little more stake, you know, a little responsibility. Like, oh, if this guy goes off the rails, man, I might be going to jail too for not fucking doing something about it, you know? Is that black candy? Yeah, this is black candy. It's alright. I think we got it. I think we got it good. Let's take all these off. They're censoring the old ones and the new ones are more graphic and vulgar. Yeah, for sure. Like, the new ones are highly sexualized for sure. And they have some jokes that are kind of like, why is that joke in a kid's cartoon? Don't make no sense, but yeah, I feel you on this. They're just, but I'm telling you, they're digging their own trench because, you know, right now it's nice. You know, you're digging a trench to take fire from some bullets. But you're gonna keep digging, and eventually that trench is gonna be your grave because all they gotta do is toss a grenade in that fucking trench, and your dumbass don't got nowhere to go. You know. That's all I'm saying is at what point is it enough? I feel like cartoons is a stupid thing. I understand what they're doing. I get them. They're trying to keep everything positive and it helps. At the same time though, it's like, bro, when are we drawing the line here? When is it gonna be enough? I think we're done with this. Put that down there. Cool. See, oh look, I didn't cover this. Looks like a little bit wet right here. I also didn't cover it. See, so those little lines kind of went through. That's the only spot, maybe a little bit over here on his foot. But we'll just touch that right up. Dry first. I might have gone too dark, but I think once we lay the clear over, it's really gonna look dope. So, I could see all the sparkles through it, so it looks really cool. Just need to get this white in here. Touch up his little foot down here. Cool. I just need to add some color on that. I think I could do that once I do the logos and stuff on there and we add the car over here. Look pretty good. So we can move on to the lettering now. So for this lettering, I can just get all this stuff out of the way. I'm actually gonna do it upside down. So I'll do it this way. Anime is worse. Yeah, anime is like anime pushes the boundaries for sure. Alright, so let me get this lettering just kind of out of the cut. Let's be real, original Tom and Jerry ended on a double suicide implication. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man. There's too much there. After seeing the way this looks, I kind of want to just put this in and like kind of put candy around it, but I think that wouldn't look too good. What I'm going to do instead is we're going to use this to put a candy shadow down when we're done with our lettering. Or maybe we should do it before. I think actually we'll do it before. We'll do just a little bit of black candy as a shadow. And then we'll move the stencil just a little bit and then we'll get going. And I guess I'll take off the paper backing on this stencil too so that you guys could see the sparkles, you know, because I guess you guys like the sparkles, so I'll just take this off. Most of it should just come right off. Whatever doesn't rip, to be honest. So we're gonna do this kind of just a little bit like right there. I'm just gonna take some of these magnets, which easier said than done. All I'm gonna do is take some of that black candy, and I'm just gonna lightly hit in our cutout right here. I'm not super heavy or nothing, just one quick pass is probably going to be more than enough after seeing how dark it actually came out on that other piece. Give it some air. Let me get the bleed checker, because that'll make this just that much easier and the lettering will come out that much brighter. Right, see, this is just a nice little shadow, right? Then all we're going to do is let that dry for a second, then we're going to move this lettering up just a little bit, and then we'll get all our inserts to our lettering in place as well. So let me get the bleed. This out. Doing it backwards, huh? Gotta get you guys out of your comfort zone, you know, do a little bit of backwards action. Need a little bit of this, we don't really need a whole lot. Quick little straight out of the bottle, just I need more air pressure for this for sure. quick little coat. Cool. Rinse this out. Alrighty. So let me just give this some air. Let it dry up. And it's just a nice little subtle shadow, which will play with the candy, which will look real nice. Just gotta make sure that blue checker's nice and dry. Good, good, good. Then we can put our stencil right, and then we find where it was at, which is like right there. And then we just move a little bit up, just like that. Take some magnets. Tape. Alright, got the tape. Cartoons today will make your kid gay. Not the happy type. I mean, I don't know. I'm just not gonna comment on that one. Yeah, I don't know, man. I just think it's a dumb thing to do. Like, they're going too far. I don't know who they are, but them people, you know who them people are just going way too far with it. It's cartoon character canceling and stuff, and it's just like, bro, really? This is where we're going? This is where you're wasting your time on, huh? Which cartoons are like? Not everything has to be Sesame Street, right? Like, I don't know, man. There's all that, and then there's the point that when all these cartoons were on the air, like when we watched them when we were kids, you know, shootings didn't really happen all the time, you know. I watched freaking Yosemite Sam so many times. Never did I ever cross my mind, I'm gonna take my dad's rifles off the shelf, go to the school, and just shoot people. That is not the problem. Like, you're putting a band-aid. It's like you're putting a band-aid and somebody just tried to chop your head off, and you think the band-aid's gonna try to help. Like the band-aid's a little beyond of what you need right now. And that's kind of how I feel with all this cartoon stuff that they're doing and stuff. It's just like, man, really? Like, really? That's what you think right now? That's your solution? That's not a real solution. Let's be real. That is not a real solution. And that's all I gotta say. It's like, you know, cartoons are not the problem. I do see how maybe a kid could see it and run off with it, right? Like I can make that stretch in my head, but do I think the cartoon is the problem? No, I think the kid is that problem, right? And if you know you got a kid with issues, maybe you shouldn't be feeding him gun porn or whatever. Don't do that. That just might be in your interest and everybody's best interest if you didn't maybe allow him to see that stuff. But for the rest of us that understand that that's not a toy and that's a very bad thing and killing people is bad, which is something I think we could all agree on. you know I don't know, you know where does that train stop? You know what I'm saying? You just keep removing stuff. Eventually there ain't gonna be no stuff left to enjoy. Like everything you're gonna be seen as some kind of crazy person just for laughing at some cartoons. When it's supposed to be funny, like that was the whole thing. The creators of, the cartoons didn't like, I'm gonna make Yosemite Sam to make a bunch of criminals. Like, no, he's just like, yo, this is funny, like, So yeah, I don't know. That's just kind of how I feel about that. And me too, if I was like the creator of that cartoon, right? And obviously some of them have passed and stuff by now, but like I wouldn't want my legacy to become tainted later on because of somebody else's guilty freaking head, basically, right? Because that's somebody like, oh, this is bad, and it's just like that's bad in your own head. You're making it bad, but in my head, like guns are not bad. It's the person behind the gun that can be bad, right? Gun doesn't shoot itself, like that's all I'm saying. And that's something I've understood since I was little, you know what I'm saying? I think that's why my dad took me hunting. He showed me, like, hey, like, even if you're gonna kill an animal, you don't just go around killing all the animals just because you have a gun, Gun is a very serious thing. You take it serious and, be careful. Oh my gosh. I don't know. I hate going. You guys always get me on these rants, bro. I've already been ranting for a while I've been cutting. I don't even realize. I don't even look up or nothing. I need to just stop. If parents didn't use cartoons to babysit and got more involved, things would be different. Hooked on phonics works for me. I don't have a gun, but even my 4-year-old knows I don't play with knives or my Exoblade. Don't touch hot surfaces. Don't touch things that look adult. Like, oh. Yeah, exactly, bro. Like, yeah. Does anyone know if Sparmax owns Iwata? Are they the same company? No. The other way around. Iwata manufactures Sparmax products. Iwata literally owns like like 85% of the airbrush market. So yeah, even when you don't think you're buying Iwata, you're buying an Iwata. Alright, so I'm just gonna take some white and I'm just gonna lightly build it in. Again, we don't want any of that candy to kind of shine through on the white bits. So we're just gonna keep it really nice and simple. Just gonna use some magnets to try to just keep everything down. But yeah, I feel like people just need to take more responsibility for stuff that happens around them. Not just to them, but around them. You know your brother's crazy, maybe you should keep your brother from doing crazy shit. You know your mom's doing some shit, like... Especially if their ultimate goal is to just hurt other people. Like, I don't even care what, yeah, there's no reason to hurt other people. I don't know. So, what's up, Carlitos? Master of Skulls? Yeah, sure. Uh, Show your kid Sixth Sense, and when that boy missing back of his head comes up, say that. See, that's what happens when you play with guns. Oh my gosh. I wanna see what I did there. Did you hear there are real alien spacecraft? Yeah. I didn't need to hear that anywhere. I've had my own share of experiences with aliens. Not like I've been abducted or nothing, but I've seen freaking what I believe were UFOs before, multiple times, lots of times. Especially when I was younger, living, you know, down there near the border. So I'm just going to start with some of this minty gray over the top here. Nothing too crazy specific. And then I'm going to come back in with a little bit of brown. Blue and some black, and then finally we'll come back in with some white again, and hopefully you guys get the whole effect when we're done. But I believe let me just kind of hit the bottom there, a little bit of that gray just along the bottom of the letters. Yeah, along the bottom, bro. See the bottom of the letters? I'm gonna keep hitting the bottom, okay? When a dude's getting bullied in shits up at school, yeah. Yep, Eminem's been saying it for a while. They walk among us. I like mine with ranch. Yeah, bro. Like they do. They show up near farms and stuff more often. So yeah, I've seen UFOs before. And the very first time I seen a UFO, uh, when I was really young, like maybe we were 6, maybe 7, like real young. I was like a kid, right? And my dad and my mom and like we went on a vacation to Mazatlan, Mexico, right? We went to visit some of my dad's family down there. And that's like one of the local beaches down in Mexico from where my dad's family is at, is in Mazatlan. But anyway, we're down there and we're staying at a hotel near the beach, or right across from the beach actually. And we were just hanging out having a watermelon like on the balcony of this hotel. It was already kind of late at night, you know. So we're just kind of winding down the day and trying to cool off because it was hot. And then I forget, I think it was my brother that said, "Look, what's that?" And we all looked up into the sky where he was pointing. And there was a fucking... we couldn't really see it, what shape it was. But I assume it was in a circle because you could see the lights. And it had multicolor lights. Like how we have the LEDs today, you know, and they do the chasing effect with the LEDs. So up in the clouds, he pointed up, and up in the clouds there was what we assumed was a disc with lights, with the LED lights basically all the way around. That's the best way to describe it. And it was like, yeah, it started moving across the sky. And yeah, it was not like a plane or a helicopter or anything like that. And the lights were definitely going like in a circle all the way around it. And yeah, that was the first time ever. And we watched it for a good, like, I don't even know how long, like 15 minutes, maybe longer. So we sat there and watched it for a while. And that was some strong watermelon. Like, nah, we weren't the only ones. Like, it was the whole thing. Like, we were sitting there, and then other people on the balcony started pointing and looking, right, because we were all mesmerized. And then the people on the beach, like everybody that was on the beach, because we could see the beach from where we were at, like people started pointing at it and noticing it. Like it was just big, bright, fucking red, yellow, green lights, like going around in a circle in the sky. And it was big, dude. It was like, considering how it looked like it was far, but it was still real big. So yeah, it looked like it was way up high in the sky, but it was still really big. That's the first time I seen a UFO. Right, and then I've seen a UFO again once I was older. And then at this time I'm like probably already 10 or 11. And we're living in El Paso at this point. El Paso, Texas. And again, we were outside, and we had like a cookout at that time. My dad had finished cooking and everything. We were all eating, and then it was my dad that pointed at something in the sky and said, "Look, what's that?" And it was just a little light, right? Like it looked like a star, and it wasn't really moving. It was just sitting there. But you could tell it wasn't a star. It was like closer than a star, right? And then it started drifting, right? Like a little bit over. And that's when we noticed that there was another one. Like it was moving towards another one in the sky. And then they started like doing like zigzag patterns and stuff in the sky. Right? So this one, at that point, we had a big old, one of those big old VCR cameras, you know, that recorded on those big old, on those cassette tapes, on those little miniature cassettes or whatever. So my sister was the one that went in, got the camera, tried to record it. And then again, we watched these things dance in the sky, and what was just like, at first it was just 1, 2, and then eventually it was like 15 of them all across the sky. and they were doing like shapes and stuff in the sky. We were just like mesmerized watching. And yeah, we tried to record that one and stuff too. And on the recording, again, because it's so crap quality, you can't really tell what's happening. She was trying to like zoom in on them and stuff. And yeah, that was the second time we've seen aliens or UFOs. And in El Paso, right, we were pretty used to seeing like rockets and like different kind of aircraft. You know, we would see those Blackbird planes like all the time. You'd see the stealth fighter jets coming in. Helicopters, like all kinds of helicopters, low flying, like you know, big planes like supply planes. I don't even know what they're called, but you know, we would see all kinds of stuff out there because the White Sands missile range is not so far, and then the Fort Bliss is like basically what El Paso is based around. So you would see all kinds of stuff, and you know, we would never think anything about it, but when we seen those, they definitely stuck out as something that was like, that doesn't look like the military doing their thing. That looks like something else. So yeah. And then after that, I've just, you know, it's been kind of the same. I've seen a lot of the orbs kind of thing happening. Orbs moving. One time while we were camping, we seen the orbs. Never have I seen more of those circular lights or any more disc-shaped ones or anything. Everything has kind of been just the lights from then forward. Just a few more times I've seen them. So, have you heard the Bob Lazar story? No, what story? Oh, I might have, but I don't know what the name is. But if you remind me, it might have been. I like watching a lot of UFO stuff, so definitely for sure. Because it's something that, like, ever since a kid, right? Because having that experience, it's always something that's always kind of stuck with me. Never looked into it too hard, but anytime I see a documentary or something, or my wife hates that I watch that show Ancient Aliens. Have you guys ever watched Ancient Aliens? That show like fascinates the hell out of me. But yeah, like you know, I'll definitely watch a documentary or something about aliens all the time. I'm still quite not sure what to believe. Do I believe there's life out in the universe? Yeah. Do I believe they walk among us? I don't know. That's a tough one. I don't know the answer to that one. It could be a yes, it could be a no. I don't know. Do I believe they're watching us? Yeah, definitely they're watching us. Because why else would they just be lingering about on the planet? It's like we're just some kid's science experiment, to be honest. That's kind of what it feels like. If you ask me, the aliens are just looking at us like, ooh, look at it, my ant farm is growing. You know? That's kind of how I feel. A body language says if he's lying, he's a professional lawyer, a professional layer, and can be anyone. What? A professional language specialist says if he's lying, he's a professional liar and can beat anyone. He said he worked for the government and they recovered UFO spacecraft. Yeah, an ant farm. Like literally, that's kind of how I feel. I feel like we're just some super intelligent being, and he's just like, I'm gonna fuck with these monkeys and see what happens. And then if we start getting out of hand or something, he's just gonna come and wipe us off. Like, But yeah, I definitely believe the government definitely knows about UFOs, and if they haven't got their hands on one already, they definitely have been trying to. And I would probably do the same because, yeah, just not just for reverse engineering technology, but honestly, you wouldn't want a message or something that gets sent across space to just end up in somebody's like barn, or like, to have it be portrayed in the wrong way. So yeah, I could definitely see them wanting to just recover anything that comes from outer space and trying to make sure it's safe and interpret it in the best way. Because you never know, you never know. A sign from space could come, but you don't know if the alien race is like deceitful, right? Like, we're not the only species that knows how to lie, like, what if they send a message of peace or something, but they're lying, you wouldn't want to just that land in somebody's backyard, and then they're like, no, aliens are peaceful and peaceful, and then, we all believe that guy, and then when they show up, they just start, eating us or some shit, and it's all because some guy told us to put our weapons down, That's all I'm saying. Hopefully when the aliens show up, they need airbrush artists. Yeah, for sure. I mean, something, that I have also just taken from watching that show, the Ancient Aliens show, right? And if you believe that theory or whatever, and even if you don't, even if you just believe in God, right? Which, even believing in God is kind of like admitting that there's aliens, because God himself is not a human, so if you believe that there's a God, you already believe that there's other things that are not human. But that's a whole different story for another day. But whatever it is that's out there definitely appreciates or has an appreciation for art. Because if the ancient theory is right, or the ancient alien theory or whatever, I mean, they built a lot of temples, and a lot of them are covered in artwork, and they just, they all are really nice, God himself, has an affinity for artists and stuff, and the churches are always covered in all kinds of artwork, so it's kind of that weird thing where you just never know. But yes, I definitely hope so. When they show up in a couple of years and they finally make themselves known, I hope they're like, yeah, we want to take Mike's brush, and he'll be the only surviving one. Everybody else, you're on your own. Maybe they look to learn how to airbrush. They like ranch too. Pimp my saucer. Yeah, for sure. Alright, hold on, let's see. Oh, they hung up. Cool. I bring it out of my pocket to answer the call. Then they hang up. All right. Like the Independence Day movie. Alright. Just don't ask aliens if they can chop it. That will piss them off. Exactly, bro. Oh my god. Yo, Matt. Oh my god. I kind of feel bad that I made her panel all about the onion too now. She was really upset. I felt bad for making her upset. Then I'd look over and I see the panel with the onion on it, and I'm just like, oh, this is not gonna end well. This is definitely not gonna end well. It's alright. We don't gotta be friends. We don't gotta be friends. That's all I'm gonna keep telling myself. We don't gotta be friends. She don't gotta like me. It's alright. If we don't get along, we don't get along. So that'll be okay. Alright, just trying to get some of that overspray off around the edges there. Alright, I'm just gonna come back in. A little bit of white. We're gonna add some highlights on here. One there. One there. Look at that. Give that a little bit of pop. Cool. So let's flip it around. You guys can see. And take it. Flip it this way. Yeah, she was upset that day. I don't know. I didn't. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. Like, I feel bad. I feel bad. I made it all about the onions. She's had it up with the onions, and yeah, I thought it was a funny part of the story, and that's just why I made it about that. I didn't mean anything by it. So yeah. Anyway, there's our panel. See, look, you can see it back there. Oh my god, don't tell me how to cut an onion, bro. It literally says that on it, so maybe it was just the panel coming true, you know. But there, we can take that, and if you see that black candy there, if I move that around. Also, you can see the chrome lettering, and then that little shadow right in it, just a slight little shadow. You see that? Just to make it all look good. It ain't you tripping. Yeah, there you go. And yeah, I think that looks really good, just as it is, right? Not gonna lie, it looks really good just like that. But I do think if we just do like the front end of a car or something right here, it'll just kind of be that finishing touch. And yeah. And again, if you don't know who Bugs is, he's gonna be one of the instructors at the Coast Airbrush Rendezvous. His name is Efrain Bugs Gonzales. Just look him up on Facebook. Just type in Efrain Bugs. And you'll see him. He comes up, Bugs Auto Art or something like that. He's kind of wearing a hat, which I'll add the Bugs Auto Art onto his hat and his shirt, just to give it that extra little clean to it. And we'll do the back end of a car here. I also need to add some color onto his brush. Or maybe I'll leave it white. I don't know. We'll see what the car ends up looking like, and then I'll decide from there. But yeah. So, you know, he's only about that big. So, let's check it out up close. And so you can see there the little stitching on the pants. There. You see his face looking good. His hand looking good. The spray gun with the measure marks and everything on there. It's so hard to keep the focus in the right spot. But yeah, I think we got it pretty good. And then if we go up to the lettering here. And I wish this camera didn't just make it look like just white, but you get it. You get it. Bugs did that. There you go. Are you going to clear coat it? Yes, of course, of course. So that'll bring all the sparkle back out is once we do the clear coat. Alright, that's really going to bring all that sparkle right back out of there. And then, yeah, let me show you guys the Mickey Mouse. Since you guys are here, before we go, I'll give you guys a good look, a finished look at the Mickey. Still needs buffed, but it's finished for the most part. So you guys can see kind of the extra stuff that I did. So I'll put this guy on here. So you can see I kind of went back over the water, added some more detail on the water. Got all that in there. And we got that. Space up at the top. Once the clear is on there like that, this up here takes like a whole new life. You see those stars? You have like bright white stars, then you have like those little purple stars in the back, some kind of smoke trailings. You got the little orbs, you know, in there. You got the galaxy in the back. Even back here you have like little stars that are shimmering like red, some pink, you got white ones. You know, even those little tiny details just way out in the back. So, yeah, look, came out really good. So we got the one and the other. So two different artists, two different styles, obviously, right? Gerald doesn't do all this graphics and the, you know, he does do some graphics. I have seen him do graphics on stuff, but I haven't seen him do like the lowrider style graphics, where Bugs is known for the lowrider style graphics. Gerald is obviously known for a lot of the spacey stuff and kind of underwater. He does a lot of like underwater animals, so that's where the whale kind of comes in. He also works for Disney. So that's where the Mickey Mouse comes in. So it just, and this is also kind of a scene out of the movie, so it all kind of fit in together. And then adding this space in the background really just kind of topped that off. I'm sorry about that glare at the top. Once it's cleared, it's hard to avoid the glare. Or like you can see that, like I could just go like this, and you get the. How's that glare? You like that? Look at all the detail you can see with that glare. But yeah. Thank you guys, as always, for hanging out and checking that out. I think I'm probably just going to add that car in on my own time. And we'll come back in a couple days. So today is Tuesday. We'll come back in a couple days and we'll get the next panel going. Because we still... Theoretically, I have to have these done all by the end of this month. Because I still have to buff them and get them all ready and stuff so that they could go with us. So I can't really just like be painting up to the last minute. There's still a lot of prep in getting these ready to actually go with us without getting damaged. So yeah, I only have a couple weeks maybe, to get the rest of these done. So we could really got a jam on it. So yeah, he's spinning the plant. The planet. Oh yeah, it almost does look like it's on his finger. That's cool. So yeah, thank you guys again for hanging out. Thank you, Matt, Matt, for making me laugh about the onions, bro. That's just funny. But yeah, thank you, Blue, for hanging out. All you guys, Thomas Thompson, thank you. Yeah, so yeah, we'll come back live in a couple days. I'll get the next panel all ready. I kind of have all the idea ready and stuff. I just have to get it all cut out and stuff. As always, reminder, just if you guys want some stencils, you can get 15% off right now at Mike's Brush if you use code YouTube, all lowercase YouTube, and get yourself 15% off your entire order. Yeah, and I think that's all I got for you guys today. Yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed that. We'll come back, like I said, a couple days. And yeah, he is. He's totally spinning the planet, dude. I see. I should have moved it just a little bit closer. It just would have been perfect. I could have even made like the rings, like if they were going like around. Totally. Anyway, yeah, I'll get out of here. Get out of your guys' hair. I'll try to get a picture of this real quick as it is, so I can post that up for you guys on social media. And then yeah, we'll see you guys in a couple days. Have a good one, everybody. Wow.